welcome to a very special E3 themed episode of Polygonasaurus. Jason and I are here to run through our impressions of each press conference. At the time of recording, Square Enix just wrapped theirs up, so that is basically all the main ones, aside from the PC gaming show.
Stop the presses.
Stop the presses! We will start, this is going to be quick fire and nice and snappy, so we'll start with Bethesda. They opened their press conference with Doom.
Which looks amazing.
Completely. Hell has swung open.
Yes, indeed. And it's weird to think that kind of the poster child for everything wrong with gaming originally is something that's come back. Everyone's been like, oh yeah, that's what we've been waiting for. It's just completely ridiculous. Just gore, violence, big guns, and you get your arm ripped off at the end.
Yeah. They also announced Dishonored 2 via a cinematic trailer, and apparently you can play as a female protagonist in Dishonored 2.
Which is the princess from the first Dishonored. If it's more of the same of what made the first Dishonored good, then we're very excited.
Yeah.
But Dishonored kind of lives or dies on its level design, and the Thief remake was bad because the levels were bad. So if the level design is right, everything else will be great. And I can't wait.
Here's hoping. Obviously the main one for Bethesda is Fallout 4. They actually were very coy about it. They were like, oh yeah, we'll wrap up our E3 press conference, and everyone was like, whoa.
Wait a minute. And then they were like, oh.
So Fallout 4, November 10th, across PS4, PC and Xbox One. Ooh. They have a companion app, a limited edition Pip-Boy, like accessory coming in. Fallout Shelter is the app, and Jason, you've been playing it.
I've been playing the crap out of it.
Yeah.
It's very good. And my villagers, hang on, they're starving to death. I'll be right back.
There is enough content in that game to last forever.
Exactly.
It's interesting because Rise of the Tomb Raider is actually coming out at the same day, November 10th, and I can really see Crystal Dynamics pushing Lara Croft
will fold
all the way into 2016. It has to.
I mean, Fallout has a dog.
Yeah.
And a robot.
So now Day Zero was kicked off by Microsoft, 9 AM Pacific. They went and had a very, very impressive press conference. Being a Sony fanboy, I have to admit it. Call of Duty for the first time didn't appear. It's all about Halo 5 Guardians. They're really doubling down on their first party exclusives. I mean, it was kind of annoying, but before every showcase they had exclusive. It's interesting because they still have so many to show: Scalebound, Quantum Break and Crackdown are all saved for Gamescom in August. Rise of the Tomb Raider and the backwards compatibility, which is like a strange thing to win E3 with. Play the games you own for free.
Also the Rare collection, we get the 30 Rare games for $30, so I'm assuming it'll be about £30. Mm-hmm. And so, and it's got some it's got Perfect Dark Zero, Webby Pinata 1 and 2, then all the way back to Battletoads, and then way back to like games from the 80s.
EA, they're traditionally, it was a bit of a dampener because their press conference, obviously they have a big focus on sports. Madden, NFL, FIFA 16. They had Pele on stage to talk about FIFA 16 and the beautiful game. The football and legend, but not a personality on stage that would suit E3. But the big one from EA is Star Wars Battlefront, DICE's take on a galaxy far, far away. It looks absolutely incredible. You know, the fact that they have that visual quality of DICE, who are known for being just so astute with like everything, graphics, they just push the boundaries, yeah. And then having the shooter heritage of Battlefield like transfixed onto this Star Wars template is so exciting. I like Darth Vader.
He's the bad guy. And also we had Mass Effect Andromeda, which totally isn't Mass Effect 4. The trailer didn't really show anything at all. The most important thing is it's new characters and a new galaxy to explore, and it looks incredible. And that will be great.
No word of a Mass Effect collection, surprisingly. I thought they were going to remaster all 3 games and bundle it in.
It's kind of a miracle that didn't happen, considering everyone else seems to be doing that as a stopgap.
I think that will be inevitable.
Now, Ubisoft were great, as always, kicking off with
South Park, the fractured but whole.
I like that.
The trailer with Fast started off really well because you had no idea what it was, and then it turns out that, it's South Park. And just some great hilarious moments, and also the fact that it seems to be going superhero rather than RPG.
Ah, shit, we got the wrong game. Everybody switch games, we're playing superheroes now.
Another universe for plundering anyway.
Yeah.
And that's exciting considering how good the first one was.
We're not playing games anymore, ma'am. This time, it's serious.
Ubisoft are traditionally known as the edgy teenager of there was enough swear words to sink a ship. The Division has a release date that's coming out in the beginning of March. Finally, the they're not calling it an MMO, even though it shares a lot of the qualities. They're calling it an action RPG set in post-pandemic New York City. The Big Apple is ravaged by some sort of plague, some virus that wipes out and leaves the remnants of humanity battling each other for resources. It looks incredible, not even the visuals, but the gameplay, and how it seems to be core teams of 4 players. But if there was one conference that for me personally may have topped Bethesda and Microsoft, which I didn't think could do, it was Sony.
Fanboy.
The fact that they brought back The Last Guardian hasn't been seen or heard of since 2009. The spiritual successor to Echo and Shadow of the Colossus looks sensational. It has been apparently rebuilt for PS4 in mind. No release date as of yet, and that is a thing. Maybe in hindsight, looking back at Sony's conference, you would really criticise it. They basically sold it on vaporware.
Nearly every trailer seemed to end in 2016.
Yeah,
with no.
It's
like, so what have they got for 2015?
Nothing. They've folded.
There's nothing.
Microsoft is going to clean up.
Yep,
definitely. Sony is left clutching at straws.
Yeah, basically.
And that straw is actually coming in the form of Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which for the first time is actually having time exclusive content on PlayStation platforms.
It's just the great thing about the games industry. You can't. Nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, people thought they'd never remake Final Fantasy, and
that game, like, don't get me wrong, it gave me chills. I started watching it, and to see Cloud just and the whole setting just completely revamped is incredible. It's so you just get an overwhelming sense of nostalgia. But that game won't be out for a long time.
No.
One of the games that got me most excited was Horizon. Guerrilla Games' new IP is set in the far future, which is deceiving because you would think that it's set in the past. Humanity is basically reduced to our cave, where we came from, cavemen, and all the these primitive tools to take down these robotic dinosaurs, basically. That game
looks great. And then the last big surprise,
it hit Kickstarter and was literally funded overnight. Now, Nintendo, they have the direct presentation and was idiosyncratic as always. STARFOX we use, biggest one. Yeah. A new 3DS Zelda.
The Bell White co-op this year. There's a Metroid Prime co-op game too.
Yes, that's right. And there's another Mario and Luigi crossover. You have Nintendo once again using their IPs and branching off them. So by the numbers sort of for Nintendo, but still exciting.
Yeah, what they could have done would have been a big Metroid for the Wii U.
I have a feeling that is being postponed for NX, their new console, but they're not talking about that until 2016. So we'll table that talk.
Just pay attention to Mario Tennis.
If I asked you, Jason, what was your announcement? If you'd pick one announcement or one game from E3 2015 that was your favourite, what would you pick?
I wish I could say Fallout, but that was before. That still stands.
You can still pick
one of the big ones.
Well, and
I also love the look of Recore because Retro Studios, or at least what's left of Retro Studios, doing something new is incredibly exciting. Considering Metroid Prime 1 and 2 were probably some of my favourite games of all time. Oh. Now
I will counter your Xbox One exclusive with the PlayStation 4 exclusive. Guerrilla Games' Horizon. It just completely won me over. I will be playing that on day one. That concludes our E3 2015 absolutely jam-packed, condensed reaction video.
But for a longer breakdown, check out the next week's episode of Velocichatter, where we will Velocichatter about E3 in depth. Clever girl.
We'll have Chris Pratt in training us, and you can be Blue, I can be Delta, Brona can be Charlie,
and Jinx can be the
Alpha
and Indominus Rex.
Yes, that sounds good. So stay tuned for more from Polygonasaurus, and until next Thursday, thank you for watching.
I like that.